What's up? Welcome to a Battlefield 1 black screen. You're welcome. It's Wednesday. We're back to World War 1 for an unknown amount of time. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to imagine it won't stay a black screen for the whole time, but who really knows? That's why you aren't playing the 19th Battlefield game, Battlefield 6 Season 4, but in truth, I haven't played it either due to being busy, so at least I think it's 19th hard to count. I just... Dude, like, I know Season 4 is there, but I didn't play in the early access stuff. I declined to take part in the streaming of the early access thing the day before. I haven't found the desire to play the new season today or yesterday or whatever. I might try it with Dame at some point, who knows, but I can't pretend. I just have no interest. I'm just so over it all, so what's the point? So I'm here on BF1 and we'll do this for a bit and then I'll disappear. So how are you? Interesting? You having a good one? Luis, welcome to the stream. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. You having a good one? Happy Wednesday. I wanted to play Conquest, but on Xbox there was only one Conquest server and it was 200% tickets, and you know, so we're just gonna do operations with terrible ping. Is that the Milchman? It is. I am the Milchman. Yes, I've been enjoying it, man. The Milch is good. And for anyone that wasn't here for the end of the last stream, you have no idea what we're talking about. But it was good, man. I've been enjoying it. How are you, Cam? Been playing BF6. Didn't add any meaningful changes. Didn't make the game better in any way, but they added realistic wave technology. Sick, dude. Hi, Jack. How are you, dude? Oh, shoot. I should try and play the game. Right. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done before, do the free stuff well, and please ready your $1 million donos. I will accept them as soon as you want to send them through. Have you got anything going on today? I'd love to hear it. And if what you tell me is boring, I could at least pretend that it's exciting if you would like. That's optional. It's up to you. Oh, teammates, you're making me... God's sake, move out the way. So annoying. I was watching Squid play it in the preview. It's full of bots because there weren't enough people there or something. What, the preview stream? The day before it came out, it was full of bots. Was that to begin with, or did it eventually fill up?
We are losing objective apples.
Melde feindlichen Sturmsoldaten. Du bist verletzt, ich sehe mir das an.
I watched the Odyssey at cinema the weekend. Second best film is done. Dude, I've been thinking about... I'm probably not going to go to the cinema for it, to be honest. But I probably will watch it when it becomes available somewhere, streaming or whatever. Or maybe I'll watch it when I go away next year somewhere on vacation or something. I'll watch it on the plane and watch it in the anti-Nolan fashion, smallest screen possible. Maybe I'll save it for that. I feel like, all jokes aside, I feel like that sort of film would be epic for a long-haul flight. Just get immersed in something for what I imagine is 2.5 to 3.5 hours long. No, not the preview stream, definitely Squid's preview video they recorded. Oh, yeah, I can imagine that will have had bots in it, yeah.
Lass mich deine Wunden versorgen.
I'll be honest, I'm very put off the preview games and stuff, like BF Labs and whatever, because it's only on PC. They haven't put together software that allows you to play it natively on Xbox or PlayStation. It's just a hassle for me as a console player, to be honest, for a multitude of reasons. So I tend not to take part. Do you feel like an afterthought in the program as a console player, to be honest with you? You know, couldn't use a the correct controller when it went to the reveal event and all that sort of stuff. You definitely feel like an afterthought. You play it to disadvantage all the time. Not that I'm ungrateful. Obviously, it's epic to have been included and whatever, but yeah, there's definitely downsides. And then missing out on the sponsorship thing recently due to the friggin' influencer company's incompetence. So you can tell I'm not in best of spirits at the minute about the whole content creator program thingy. It's not EA or DICE's fault, obviously, but yeah, just culminating factors at the minute are leaving me just nonplussed about the whole thing. So I'll probably wait until it becomes relevant for me again. Maybe the next Battlefield. Yay. So it was worth it, Jack, yeah? The late showing. Hey Scott, thanks man. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Lots of emojis in the chat for any and all support if you don't mind, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for your likes and subs. If you've not subscribed, go for it. Be nice to creep forwards at least a teensy tiny bit whilst we've not got anything else going on, sustainability wise. So I appreciate you clicking the button if you want more Battlefield / whatever I put out. Yeah, fair play. Hyping versus hyping. 100% worth it. Hell yeah, dude. Sick. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time, man. I'm thinking about when the TFT PBE comes out and maybe the start of the season, maybe just doing some long, casual streams on Teamfight Tactics. If anyone just wants to hang out sometimes whilst I do something different and just, you know, chat it up a bit. I'm unlikely to have to concentrate that much through the early ranks. So I can kind of chill and chat and do whatever and still climb. Not a guarantee, but it's something I'm thinking about doing. Just so I'm not sat doing this all the time, you know. Where the hell have you just come from? How is that possible? I know Teamfight Tactics is a very different game to Battlefield, so we won't have good viewership, but at least I might have some enjoyment. And those of you that like to just hang out and talk to me, you'll probably be satisfied anyway. And you've seen me play a game that I can actually be bothered to play and do well on, which will be a new experience over the last year or two. Yeah, well, thanks. I re-downloaded BF6 the other day after deleting it in December. After an hour or two of the same bugs, had it back deleted. That's fair enough, mate. Do whatever makes you happy, man. Do whatever makes you happy. That missed me. I don't care what you say. I jumped out of the way. That was not in line with me. But he has 160 ping. Thank you for the revive too, mate. I've heard a few people will recently say that the ping issue is as bad in BF6. You run into the problem way less often, of course. But it seems like no matter what Battlefield you play, if you do have some ping problems going on, they are horrific. How have I not just killed the scout there? Oh, and then he's killed me. Fine. 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 Yeah, that's fair, mate. Like I say, if you're just not into BF6, yeah, don't force yourself. That's what I've been telling people. If you don't enjoy it, don't feel like you got to force yourself. Just do what you want to do.
Granate ist raus.
Any damage? Nothing. Alright, good. Did you get BF6? Yes. I got BF6 for free. In fact, I played BF6 as early as the start of 2024. Is that what it would have been? Is that right? No, start of 2025. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Start of 2025. I knew I could hear people around me. He doesn't know.
We've taken objective Charlie.
Hello, mate. Are you joking? I mean, what? What? What, dude? What? What are you talking about, man? He's just got a casual 228 ping. I mean, just
Losing objective butter.
point proven, right? For the millionth time. What? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Hi, Three Lines. Welcome to the Twitch stream, dude. How are you feeling? Ironhead, what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Hunted's here. That's alright, mate. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Objective apples.
I hate the pin mesh being in the bottom of the chat now. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, I agree that it's not a positive change at all.
We have lost objective butter.
It definitely made more sense having it at the top. I agree. What are we on? We're 10 and 4. So half of my deaths at least have been to the ping stupidity so far.
Soll ich dich wieder zusammenflecken?
We have taken objective butter. Clear the sector from enemy.
Yeah, I heard it was insanely large, the new map. I mean, on the one hand, at least it balances out all the, tiny compressed gameplay from when the game was launched. On the other hand, do we have to go to the other end of the spectrum in an extreme sense? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. What's the general consensus? Do you guys know? Has it been well received so far? I've seen content creators saying that it's fun. But, you obviously have to take that with a pinch of salt always. What's the general reception been like?
Versorg deine Wunden.
You can swim freely at any depth now. That's cool.
The final objective is within our reach.
Regiment, how are you, mate? You having a good day? Happy Wednesday, man.
Feindlicher Kavallerist. Da drüben.
Chieftain Power of the Day, King of the Stream Stay gets complimentary ice cream whilst they sit in the golden bathtub. We don't have many flavors to choose from, though, so, you risk what you end up getting.
Will die Wunde mal ansehen?
But the larger the support, the more chance there is that we go out and get you a flavor that you'll like. It's not a guarantee. I know we've got some matcha and meatballs left. For some reason, haven't managed to get rid of all of that.
Objective butter.
Having a good day right now. Hell yeah, dude. Pleased to hear it. Can you work out how to revive me? Thank you. I can't aim down sight. Now I can. Warning, if we get £4,000 today, I will quit regular streaming on the spot. But don't worry, because the chances of that happening are incredibly minimal. Whee! How are things going? In a real tough spot myself, wish for a bright future for you. I'm sorry you're having a struggle, mate. I mean, they're shit, mate. They're shit. Honestly, from a professional standpoint, they're appalling, but life goes on. I'm sorry you're having a struggle, dude. I hope things pick up for you soon, man. In 2026, life without internet is pretty meh. I bet, dude. I bet. I bet it was a struggle. Well, that was something.
Fine work, men. With the iron fist of the great Kaiser, we have smashed their defenses. Now onwards. Let us march to Amiens and bring an end to this war.
The initial attacks in the Kaiserschlacht campaign successfully broke through the British lines, forcing its armies back towards the city of Amiens. This vital railway junction connecting all Allied troops across France was Germany's true objective.
If you got 4,000 in donations in one day, I feel like you would have to keep seeing what else comes in. That's true. I mean, don't worry. I don't think I'm ever going to have to make that decision. That would far exceed anything I've ever received before in one day.
Liebste Schwester, es heißt, unseres ruhmreichen Sieges einen Tag schulfrei gegeben.
Life without net is boring 100%. Yeah, I've struggled before when I've just gone a day or two without the internet. It's so baked into modern life now. Because it was like, oh, I'll just go and watch blah, blah, blah. But it's like, oh, wait, I need an internet connection for that. Oh, I'll just go and do... Oh, wait, I need an internet connection for that. And so on and so forth. You forget how much it's linked to everything now.
Win this war, Amiens is vital.
Right, no challenge, no nothing. I'll pick my own stuff. Yeah, why not? Well, I'd never really thought about that, Hunted. So because you have that, when you read a book, you don't sort of build any kind of visual story in your head. Yeah, that's an interesting point. See, I can't really imagine how much that affects the enjoyment of reading or hearing a story, but I can imagine, without being able to imagine how much of an impact it has and how different it is, I can still imagine that it could be extremely impactful, if that makes sense. I've never really thought about how much that the capacity to do that affects the enjoyment of a narrative that you can't see. That's an interesting concept. Hold the line.
Feindliches MG. Vorsicht, Jungs, ich werfe eine Granate.
We are losing objective butter.
I'm gonna have to go back. I'm holding this thinking we cap everything behind us, but we really haven't.
Ich brauche Munition, Beeilung.
There we go.
We have taken the sector. Clear the sector from enemy presence.
Da drüben ist ein Sanitäter.
We have secured the sector.
Ich brauche Munition.
What a lovely weapon. Oh, for God's sake. All right, fine. A mission about future goals, etc. Net drop. Thought about coming back to BF6 full time or no? No. The chances of that are as close to zero. I mean, like 0.1% chance. I'm amazed myself. I'm still here doing this 3 times a week, mate. It makes absolutely no sense for me to be doing it, to be honest. So no. Chances of going back to BF6 full time, almost zero. Chances of going back to any kind of streaming full-time, almost zero. Chances of being here doing this semi-regularly in the nearest future, very slim. Hence my massive lack of hours streamed these days per week. Lack of desire, lack of income, just, yeah. Make use of it while it's here, basically. Ah, we dared. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just... I mean, I never pretend, I never mislead people. I don't enjoy it. I don't make money from it now. It causes me nothing but stress. I'm just here out of a feeling of obligation, really, right at this point. Just causes me to feel dread and disappointment and depression after another stream of lack of income and lack of enjoyment. But I'm just in the habit of doing it, and I know some people still want to see it, so kind of here we are, basically.
We have taken the sector.
We can get across here now.
Sector from enemy presence.
I didn't manage to spot that guy for some reason. Tried like 3 times. Thank you, Hunted. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. Thank you for being a long-term part of it, mate. The channel will still be here. Probably still put out some shorts here and there, and maybe do some videos when I'm sponsored to, and when the new Battlefield is out and whatever. Maybe stream here and there randomly, but yeah, I've completely fallen out of love with doing content for a living. What if, I mean, don't make a living from it now anyway, but you get what I'm saying. If Burnout was a human, it would be me. Oh, I changed the filter today on the OBS audio stuff because I noticed you guys could probably hear my air conditioner in the background before. Has it helped today? Has it done a good job, or do I still need to tweak it? Oh, that got me. Am I still in it? Dude, I don't think pretty sure that... Oh, I don't know. Fine. Okay, a shame really. Doing things you love for a living is the dream. Yeah, but that's the thing. This is not something that I want to do now. Battlefield fell too far for me to really enjoy the franchise on a regular basis, and for me to make anywhere near the sort of income that I should make for the amount of time and effort I put in. So this really isn't the dream now. The dream is an old version of how things were rather. That reality is gone. You think it's helped? You don't hear anything in the background now? Awesome. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad it's better. Oh, another bullet would have had him. We get this revive? Don't think so. We'll skip that. Oh, where the hell did you appear from? Bloody hell.
We have taken objective butter. We have secured the sector.
You managed to hit me from that angle, dude. I think I saw why. We go around this way.
The final objective is within our reach.
Oh, excuse me? That's fair enough, Jack. Yeah, I mean, like I keep saying to people, if you don't enjoy it. Don't force yourself to play it. I think it's become an ingrained thing for a lot of people these days, that idea of, oh, but this is what I play, so you just don't have to, man. You stop enjoying something, don't force yourself. So many things to do now, you know. That's alright, Regiment. I'll catch you around, mate. Thanks for coming and having a look today, man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Feindlicher Sturmsoldat, seid vorsichtig!
Well, that was over quack. Oh, did I say quack? That was over fast. Quickly?
Brave soldiers.
Don't know what I was trying to say.
British army is beaten,
Go on, anyway.
And the German eagle is soaring over Europe. The Allies will surely now beg
Alright,
for peace.
thanks for the first half an hour, everybody. Cheers for your likes. Thanks for any fresh new subs. And again, loads of emojis in the chat for any and all support. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying so far.
Would have been divided, and if Paris were to fall, the surrender of France would likely follow. In this situation, Britain would have no choice but to seek a truce while they planned their new strategy. This speculative situation would surely impact the outcome of the war.
You replayed KCD1 for the 3rd time this year. Good lord. Hey, well, man, if you enjoy it, more power to you, you know. Are you guys staying hydrated? Make sure you are. I've been waiting for that They Got It update for BF6 to happen. The game really turned something, but till then, BF1 it is. I get that. I think that's part of the frustration, though. I think that's now become the norm for a lot of long-term Battlefield players. This concept of a Battlefield game comes out, a new iteration within the franchise, and then for a lot of players, they have to wait and see when the game finally clicks for them. Will it be a month? Will it be 6 months? Will it be a year, 2 years? And I think Battlefield has a way larger problem with that than most AAA franchises have. Battlefield now has a pretty concrete history of releasing the game in a fashion that, or in a state that doesn't appeal to the masses. Whether it be the masses as a global gaming player base or just Battlefield fans as a whole. The identity is undefined, is confused. The experience of playing the game not only changes from one Battlefield to the next, but during the life cycle of any given Battlefield. And I think that that cycle that it's now going through perpetually is incredibly suboptimal, indefensible, and a huge stain upon the reputation of the Battlefield franchise every time a new one comes out. The problem is that this BF6 sold so well, it papers over those cracks. So I don't know if the lessons are being learnt. But I would suggest that the collapse of the player base that was experienced, I don't know how much it's recovered now, but the undeniable collapse of the player base after those incredible sales should be a lesson in its own regard, should be the lesson. Whether it will be, I don't know, because it made so much money that it could be argued that from a business standpoint, it doesn't matter that much. But for me as a player and me as a content creator, it just doesn't come close to serving me anymore as something enjoyable, sustainable, something I can be passionate about, something that causes people to search for content on it as well. The searching for content for Battlefield 6 is completely different to that which I experienced prior, certainly during BF1 and BF5 days.
Erledigt ihn! Feind! Feind!
Well, I feel like it's hit an unsustainable point from my perspective of what I relied upon the franchise for. Bruh. I knew when I saw him I was dead because of this glitchy movement, and let's just prove I'm right. Yeah, 111 ping. I knew there was no surviving that. For the whole day I've been on the verge of fainting. Second I've been getting dizzy and I realize I'm probably very dehydrated. Bro, you gotta sort this out, Jack. Martin, hello mate, welcome to the stream. How are you? You having a good day? Thanks for tuning in.
Return to the combat area.
Da drüben, Speer! Hier, erste Hilfe. Augen auf!
No, same guy. I remember the initial hype with the beta and I had fun with it. It was like, oh, buddy, the vehicle gameplay was absolutely an afterthought. And the class gameplay is dumbed down. So the class thing was not handled well, in my opinion. And was always a risk. I get why they did it. Once they committed to it, I said, right, they may as well push this all the way through now. But I did say that it was an unnecessary risk in a Battlefield that had a lot of pressure on it to get things back on track, and I think the reason for me saying that was proven to unfortunately be correct. The vehicle gameplay obviously was subpar according to vehicle players. Don't think that's really deniable at this stage. I also just think the best version of the game was the version of the game you guys didn't even really play, which was prior to release. Open beta and closed access. The game was just better, and it's still not as good now as it was then, at least from my enjoyment. It's hard to really sum up why, but the game just felt better. It was more fun. It was more engaging. And when the game released with all the issues with just inputs and aim assist and, you know, whatever else. Just, yeah, it just really killed the vibe. I feel like I've seen this before. Hello, mate. Welcome to the stream. Because, you know, it's going to bang, as said, sales-wise, at least initially, but not good design changes for long term. Yeah, I think someone, Dave, comes in every now and again to the stream, and it's one of his bugbears with the franchise. It's one of mine as well, as you will now be aware, of just this thing of Battlefield games feeling like they change from one to the next, but also during the life cycle of Battlefield. Like any iteration. Just sweeping changes. You kind of always have to just wait to see how any Battlefield game you buy will end up months and years down the line. A lot of games, you buy them and you're like, okay, this is what the game is. It might be altered a bit and improved and optimized and there'll be content, whatever, but Battlefield, it isn't like that. Battlefield, you buy it and then you're like, I wonder what game this will be by the time it's the end of its life cycle. And I don't think that inspires long-term faith from a player base that you would wish to be loyal and engaged. Okay.
Lost objective butter.
Sturmsoldat, haltet ihn im Auge.
That guy's lagging. I think yearly releases saw a lot of those issues them change the game mid-life cycle. So it would alter that issue, but would it just change the problem? That's the problem. If you get what I'm saying. Every decision comes down to... Oh, sorry, guy over here? Do you get him? Every decision, or the result of every decision comes down to execution. So it would change that problem, but would it fix that problem? I don't know. Because do we think they could do a yearly release of Battlefield and have it be good? Would it just have the same problems that then just don't get fixed? Instead, you just get another Battlefield again after a year, and that's sort of a glaring issue, really, that I've never tried to cover up, even with my affiliation now. I lack quite a lot of faith in their capacity to be reliable. It doesn't mean they don't have talented individuals. It doesn't mean they aren't capable of doing great stuff. But do I wholeheartedly believe they can consistently perform and be given the platform and the right frameworks to perform? No. Not because I'm just a pessimist or whatever, but because if we look back over the last half a decade plus, I don't have a reason to believe that they can. I need evidence. And without that evidence, it would be naive of me to be like, oh yeah, let's do this, that would fix the problem, boom. Like, you could suggest the best ideas in the world, but if the execution is poor, or they only take certain suggestions, or they implement the suggestions 6 months or a year after or whatever, then how much good did it really do? What's up, Hassan? And Sinegma, welcome back to the stream. How are we doing? Thanks for tuning in. Chishin Pade, king of the stream, is up for grabs right now. For any amount. Thank you for any likes and thank you for any subs. I don't know how long I'll do. There's every possibility I stop after this round. Maybe I'll do another hour, 2 hours, I don't know. We'll see how I feel from a moment-to-moment basis, but I'm not married to the concept of turning up for any amount of time anymore. So we'll see. Could be another brief one. But it's possible that, I don't know, but it's possible this is my last week of sticking to any kind of like even semi-schedule. Because I can't keep showing up for no income, you know what I mean? And clearly I'm not vibing with playing Battlefield on a regular basis, so I might pull the trigger this week, possibly. We'll see. I think I've clung on for more than anyone could really expect me to at this point, regardless. I've definitely put my effort out there, and I've been as dedicated as I can really expect myself to be. Looks like we've got an easy hold on the first stage of this, which is cool.
Lass mich deine Wunden versorgen.
Whee.
Feindlicher Sanitäter.
Alrighty. Alright, Senegma. Well, I mean, do you wish to inform us of what's changed for you, mate?
Da, ein Speer! Noch keiner ist unterwegs, aufpassen!
We are losing objective apples.
All right.
20 attackers remain.
Ich flick dich zusammen. Hier, erste Hilfe! Ich brauche dringend Munition.
With this first victory, we prove these Americans to be a mob, reckless and disorganized, while we have shown strength and an iron will. We will not bend.
Have you got the pet grooming certification yet? No, mate, I've not even started. I
The enemy is being reinforced.
No.
with lead.
I had hoped to maybe sort of earn towards doing this, but that's just not happening. So if I want to do it, I have to pull
A
out of my
donation has been
investments,
received.
which it was said it wouldn't do, but I might be forced to. So we'll see. But no, I've not, mate.
I hope that things start.
I have
looking
not.
up.
That's kind of the
Man,
whole I need to stop turning up for this kind of deal. But I appreciate your interest, man. I tried to join the army, then failed, then joined college, forgot about fun part of life, BF1, this day remembered the good old days, like watching you and enjoying. Thanks. All good, mate. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope college is going well for you, mate.
Ich helfe dir!
You enjoying it? College and everything that entails? Hey, C-Crom Drum, thank you very much.
Sir,
Can we get some love in the chat for the
a
first donation of the
donation
day,
has
please,
been
everybody?
received.
Thanks to 5, dude. Been playing a lot of BF1 recently. I'm loving every second. Loved your BF1 videos back in the day. I want to give back in any way I can. Dude, thanks, man. Oh, BF1 videos were so long ago. Oh, well, actually, did I make some? I made some last year or the year before, didn't I? Is that right? Yeah, my old ones are old. Thanks, man. That's very generous. Thank you, dude. Can we get some love in the chat for that, please, everybody? Thanks for showing up today, mate. That's awesome. You can enjoy the Royal Golden Bathtub, mate. Oh, sorry, on McGee. I missed that. Sorry, on McGee as well with the dono beforehand. $13. I hope that things start looking up, man. Thank you very much, on McGee. Yeah, I mean, I want them to look up, but I think that's kind of why I'm trying to make these tough decisions. I don't think things are going to look up for me as a Battlefield content creator for the next year or two minimum. So I gotta not pull the plug as such, but give up on the dream kind of deal aspect of it and just have it be a side thing at times.
Feindliches Luftschiff!
And yeah, I just think I'll be happier if I could just let it all go to some degree, to be honest. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much to the both of you. Thank you for the donos. That's super kind. That's super kind. Lots of love, please, everybody. Awesome. Thank you very much to the two of you. That's awesome. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hey, it's a tough call. It was. I don't find it a tough call now. It's a gut-wrenching call, but it's not a tough call because if I look at it analytically, how long has it been since this was providing me with an actual income? I don't think I've been making anywhere near what you would call an actual sustainable income for the last 6 to 12 months now. And that's a long time as an adult, you know?
Ich hab hier einen Sanitäter!
So, and I don't have a reason to believe that will change, and I absolutely do not have the passion and drive to do anything about it within the Battlefield space. Like, could I start streaming BF6 and hoping for the best? Could I start pushing out BF6 videos? Could I start putting all my hours of the day into producing more nostalgia content for Battlefield and pushing out the shorts and accepting every sponsorship possible? And yeah, I could. You know, would it make a difference? Probably not, but maybe. Do I want to do it? No. I really don't. I have no drive for it anymore. So it being a tough decision, it's now not a tough decision, but it's a hard decision to push through, but not a tough call to make. Because I will state, this has been very obvious to long-term viewers, I would say as well. On an average sort of basis, from a day-to-day sort of experience for me, I think this has very much shone through for a long time. Even when income was good, life has not been good. Like, this has been so stressful. So stressful. And I really, when I was trying to maintain this as best I could, in case the spot that I'm in now happened, and thank God I did, but when I was trying to maximize things as much as I could for as long as I could, in case the spot I'm in now eventually came to be, I wasn't living. It was just every day was just like, okay, when's the stream? Okay, go do the stream, hit the goal, prep for tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just... Income-wise, it was good, but life-wise, it was terrible. Which, I think, when you combine the two, that if you're not happy when the income is bad and you're not happy when the income is good, it just means that it's not for you anymore. And it's not for me anymore. Now, you could argue, what if things start to do really well again, and then you just didn't work yourself to the bone? And that is a reasonable question. But I don't think we'll ever be in a spot to find out anyway now. And it's certainly not worth the risk. You give it one more chance. I feel like I've given it lots of chances. I feel like I've given it lots of chances already. I managed to sustain things for a lot longer than most creators manage to within the Battlefield space. A lot of that through having an awesome community, and just as that has finally ebbed away, through no fault of the community at all, because people should just, you know, watch what they enjoy. If they're over Battlefield, they're over Battlefield. But as that's ebbed away, I don't have that desire to find a way to keep it going again now. It shouldn't just constantly be about how do I keep this going. And I feel like the way that I make content, Battlefield just hasn't given me the sustainability that I've needed at any point. It's never had the consistency to allow my content to build momentum over the long term. Wish I had more time to watch lately. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously, but I appreciate that. At the same time, I think there's, like, I'm not blind to it. I don't think there's much here to really pull people back in any kind of, like, strong sense now. I mean, on McGee, you might be an outlier and you're like, no, I love this. And maybe you do. But also maybe it just doesn't have the relevant pull for it to be worth it on the days where it's hardest to tune in or whatever. And I think for a lot of people, you know, that aren't just mega fans of the stream or mega fans of Battlefield, it's not a mystery why viewership has declined to, you know, 20 or even 10% of what it used to be, and therefore income has collapsed. You can't argue with stats. And the stats indicate that the interest in the franchise and the way that I make the content has just fallen away massively. And you know, I'm not magic, and I don't have a magic lamp to just be like, well, let those aspects not apply to me. Of course they apply to me just like everybody, and as we've seen a lot of Battlefield content creators either quit or move on to other games or come back or go back and forth or take questionable sponsorships or whatever. Clearly it's affected almost everybody. Well, it probably has affected everybody, just to differing degrees, and there is absolutely no reason for me to be an outlier in that. And if, you could argue, unfortunately, or you could argue it's just the way things go, but my drive, my desire has fallen away at like the worst possible point where it requires the most drive now to get through this, and I have the least drive I've ever had as a creator at this point. At this point. So when you couple those two things together, you ain't getting through that. I tune in for the fun conversations with some gameplay in the background. Helps me get through an hour or more of my workday. That's awesome, dude. I mean, I feel like we've provided that to some degree for the long term, which is great. It's just that you need something on top of that for the mass viewership to come back. Understandably. And we don't have it. I don't have the, I don't have the sauce. I don't have the ingredients for that now. It's like if you went to make a beef Wellington and the beef that you bought was bad. You might do everything else acceptably or well or whatever. But if the beef is bad, the dish is going to be bad. Or if you bought octopus accidentally, the meal might be fine, might be good. But people are going to go, that's not what I wanted. And you'd have to go, yeah, that's true. That's probably not what you wanted, to be fair. Excellent mantle. It's not going to allow me to do what I want to do. In fact, it's done it again, and I'm going to die. God knows what the game is doing. You do have milch. I do have milch. That's true.
Again, we stopped the American
BF has fallen off more than a bit. Yeah. Yep.
These daring fools won't stop until
Yes,
they're all
indeed.
dead. So
Unfortunately.
prepare yourselves for their last attack.
Well, Sinegba, you know, I hope you work something out, man. So that's the encouragement I can give you, dude. Do the best you can. Hopefully something works out, mate. Ah, dear. Right, but yeah, anyway, sorry. Thank you, McGee, and thank you for Crumb for facilitating this being a day where I don't end on a 0. Thank you very much. Big shout out to them. Thank you guys for watching and for liking and subscribing. If you have, that's awesome.
Return to the combat area.
No, you're cool, interesting, no problem. No worries. I think I get that a lot, by the way. Apologies. Whether it be for not being in the stream much today, or in general, or for not supporting anymore, or whatever, and it's like, I don't ever need you guys to apologize for stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, whether it be today or just overall for the health of the channel, it's not the audience's fault. There's bloody hell. There's a concrete link between supply and demand.
Objective button.
And if demand is low, then what's being supplied must have an issue, and therefore supply falls as well as the demand. Which means that it's not your guys' fault. And it's not the fault of anyone that used to watch or used to donate a lot or whatever. And where Battlefield is concerned, at least, it's not my fault. I've been hit a mile around the corner there. It just is the way that it is. No, sorry, I'm not calling you out at all. Interesting, like, you do what you want to do, and I appreciate it. But no, you guys, basically, just watch when you want to watch, do what you want to do.
We have lost objective apples.
It's never really been anyone's fault. Hi, Paul Cube, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. If you make cheese pies and people don't want cheese pies anymore, you close the cheese pie shop. You know what I mean? Do you have an idea when your last stream's going to be? No. I'm considering making this the last week where I have myself attached to any kind of like freeform expectations. Because I just can't keep showing up for next to no income and allowing it to take time out from me doing something else or just living. That doesn't necessarily mean the streams will be gone. But it just means that the expectation of, like it used to be, Get Good will be here every day kind of deal. That's obviously gone. So now it would be the idea of Get Good is generally going to be here 3 times a week, usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That will probably be gone. There might still be weeks where I do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There might be weeks I do nothing. I don't know. But yeah, I'm considering closing the cheese pie shop, to continue that analogy, and maybe just throwing some pies out the window to the people below now and again. Rio, welcome to the stream. What's short stream? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, Snagma, mate. Thanks, man. Yeah, man, you just keep going, mate. Try and find stuff that brings you joy. And I wish you the best of luck with it, man. Ah, balls. This is gonna help my attachment disorder. Oh, I guess not. Like I say, you guys still gonna see me and hear from me sometimes and stuff. But I just, like before, it took me a long time to decide to stop doing the daily streams, right? And then it took me a long time to not commit to 5 or 6 a week. And it took me a long time to drop the daily goal thing and all that. And it took me a long time to stop doing a short every day. It takes me a long time to become comfortable with easing off and accepting things are the way they are. But it's important to do so. So I'm trying to come to terms with maybe this being the week where I pull back from any expectations for the channel at all. And just have it be something here to utilize when the opportunity is best or when desire to do so is high. Which in turn would give me more time to do other productive things or just, you know, live. Because it's not as if I'm, you know, pulling a daily goal 3 times a week now or whatever either. It's, you know, it's, you know, 3, 4, 5 pounds generally, you know, 10 pounds, something like that. You know, it's not something I can, not something I can commit to showing up for, as much as I hugely appreciate all the support always, of course. But, yeah, it'd be a different story if things were the way they used to be. All good, Hunted. Thanks for watching, man. I'll catch you around, dude. I'm glad you've got your internet back now, mate. You look after yourself. See you soon, man. Get Hunted some bye-byes. Good stuff, Rio. Glad you're doing all right, mate. You close cheese pie shop and open a biscuit tin shop. Yes, correct. That is the sensible move. Someone on was it Instagram? I think it was Instagram or Facebook, can't remember. Commented on one of my short form piece of content saying bro is playing on a Nintendo GameCube or something like that. Not quite sure what the comment was supposed to mean, to be honest, but I responded with no, I play on a biscuit tin. So you guys were pleased to hear that insistence has now spread beyond the stream. Remember you told us about your girlfriend, how is she and how is England? My girlfriend's doing very well, she has a stable career and she's doing very well in it, which must be nice. England is England. It's whatever. It's right. I have no real strong desire to be within England, but it's fine. It is an acceptable first world nation. That's the most I can say about it. All good, Rio. Thanks, man. You enjoy your day, dude. Appreciate you hanging out. Did you see that, London? Hell yeah, man. What a small world, huh?
Ich krieg dich wieder hin. Werfe Rauchgranate. Ich flick dich zusammen.
To be fair, I think that's a clip that has like 600k views or something, so maybe not that small a world, but it's interesting that you happen to be here saying that you you saw it. The exact one I'm talking about.
Ich zieh mir die Wunde an.
I don't have a huge desire to carry on here, and I don't have a challenge to do or whatever, so I might call it after this. We'll see. We shall see. Let me spot it then, whatever, dude. I peeked the corner, hitting the spot button, trying to pick where he was, and the game was like, nah. Have you seen the Recreation 2? I don't even know what that is. Interesting. No, I have no idea, mate. Actually, remembered now when every time new viewer joined the stream, you would ask them if they wanted a free membership. Those were the days. Dude, yep. Remember the days when memberships and stickers and stuff would be flowing and I'd have to write down the challenges on a notepad to go through them through the day and save them for the next day. I had to come up with, you know, additional daily goal rewards and all sorts, man. It's people that have only been tuning in for the past 6 months or so will have no idea what this stream used to be like and how heavily it's been hurt by how Battlefield has gone over the last few months and years. It was a genuinely entirely different experience and existence for me, and it was a huge amount of work and it was very stressful, but yeah, it was certainly very different. Certainly very different.
We have defeated the Americans. We can be proud of ourselves.
But like even just a year ago, things weren't the way that they used to be, but they were still pretty good. I was having to work a hell of a lot, but they were still, in some ways, they were still at least decent. I do remember during that period of time saying, well, at least this is as bad as it's ever going to be. And with the new Battlefield, even though things might not ever be good again, they'll be better than this. Which, I say that now, and I still think that made a huge amount of sense. I still think that was the only logical way to feel and to expect it to go. And it's just, it still baffles me now when I think about what's happened since BF6 came out. Yeah, it's mind-blowing. I would challenge anyone to say that they saw this coming. I just don't think it was possible to see this coming. But it kind of all ended up being the perfect storm. Not just for me, but I think for a lot of Battlefield fans as well. We got a successful Battlefield game this time in terms of sales, and we got a functional one to a large degree at least, and we certainly got at least an acceptable game. But it hasn't got the franchise truly back on track, in my opinion, and it's definitely caused a lot of splits within the player base in terms of expectations and desires and outlook for the future and which Battlefield games people still play or gave up on. Yeah, crazy really, isn't it? Crazy. Who would have thought? Not me. Not me, and probably not you. If you were perceptive enough to see this coming, then you are a magician. And I bow down to your capabilities. You want some war bonds, Hassan? Hold on, man. Plan a huge heist and then go on the run South America or Asia somewhere, but probably not Japan. I would love to go to Asia. Jokes aside, I'd love to go to Asia and live there, but it's just not on the cards because Emily won't leave her mum and dad here, which is understandable. She can't do her job over there because she need different qualifications and the language and whatever else. And I certainly wouldn't leave where I am now because I'm just about the only person my dad's got left, apart from my grandma, who he now lives with because she has dementia. So I couldn't leave him behind in that spot. So I'm kind of just floating through existence at the minute. There's a lot of things, man. There's a lot of things to juggle mentally all the time. And some of you guys out there probably have a lot that goes on as well, and just none of us really know each other's realities. But it's rough sometimes, you know, it's tough. Tough. A lot of people dealing with a lot of things that people don't realize. I'm just waiting for things to be good again. And hopefully they will be. And hopefully everyone's got some good stuff coming at some point, you know? That would be nice. Have we already taken the sector? What the hell just happened? Recreation is a sequel... sorry, spiritual successor to Burnout? No way.
We have secured the sector.
I don't know anything about that. Wait, but why is it called 2? Was there a Recreation 1? That was a spiritual successor to Burnout? I've genuinely never ever heard of it. Having to play PS4 most days probably doesn't help with personal stuff much. No, it's not much of a release for me, to be honest. No. I think when you've got your own stuff going on, personal pressures, professional pressures, financial pressures, wondering if you're wasting your life pressures, etc. Coming and doing Battlefield, which is something I openly don't enjoy anymore, and then having it not really provide anything like what I need anymore, and algorithms and content optimization and all that stuff. Yeah, it's not great.
We have taken objective butter.
It's not great. But you can't always get what you want, right? Ain't that the truth? Now, if I could turn up each day and sit and just stream something I actually want to do, like say there's a perfect scenario where I get to sit and play Teamfight Tactics whenever I want to stream it, and the money flows and it becomes sustainable income again or whatever, then yeah, amazing. Awesome. But I just don't think there's like any real chance of that. And this is a long way from that now, so... Yeah, this is why the whole just genuinely complete career shift might be the plan. So the first one was bad, they've stayed afloat through Patreon, and now they're trying again. Well, hopefully it's good, because I loved Burnout. Not that I'll play a spiritual successor to Burnout now, but, you know, Burnout was awesome. Right, Crumb Drum? Yeah, dude. The Cleaver assassination is very satisfying.
A sentry kit is available.
Forza con la cassetta medica! Lancio un fumogeno! Darò un'occhiata alle tue ferite. Ora ti curo. Eccomi una bella granata fumogena! Ti hanno ferito, lascia che ti curi.
Something to gives you war bonds. Yeah. So, not war bonds within the game, just FYI, in case there's some kind of confusion. But the channel points, yeah, if you... I can't remember what I programmed now, honestly. I can't remember what I programmed, but if you do... Lovely death around the corner. Subscribe if you haven't. Can't remember if it auto does it or not. And then, but also type in !daily and then !starter, and you'll get all the beginner ones you can get, basically.
We have taken objective butter.
Con una cassetta medica. Ecco qui, cassetta medica. È l'obiettivo che dobbiamo conquistare. Cassetta medica, arriva! Cassetta medica, ecco.
Starter, sorry, not started. Starter with an R at the end.
Cassetta medica, ecco.
There you go. Yeah, you got it, you got it, you got it.
Mitragliatrice nemica!
Presence.
Cassetta medica per te.
Oh, it's ridiculous to say this almost an hour and a half into the stream, but there's no Dame today, as you probably have noticed. He's got other work, real work stuff today. So it's just me, because I don't have other real work stuff yet. So hi. Thanks for being here.
Secured the sector.
God damn it. What a way to end the streak. Did he ever finish painting? Well, he came to play TFT after a while, so either he finished painting or he gave up on it. One of the two. Started playing Operations a lot more because of me and a few other content creators. I hope you've been enjoying it, dude. I'm only playing Operations today because I couldn't find a match that I wanted to play. But I'm glad it's had some kind of positive impact upon you. Again, good time to say thank you today for the support, Cromdrum and McGee with the couple donos. Meaning I don't have a 0 day, so thank you very much. And thank you guys for watching so far. Thanks for any likes, and if you want to do me a very quick free favor, just see if you're subscribed. If you aren't, consider it. You don't have to, but if you want to, that'd be immense. It means you're more likely to see my stuff and I get a tiny bit closer to 100k. So thank you very much for that.
Objective charge.
Antiaerea, laggiù!
Whoa, that flew right past my head.
Objective apples. We have lost objective apples. We have taken objective butter.
I got my payment today from Facebook last month, which was cool. $100 or so, which was nice. And it only required 1.5 million views. in case you were wondering how much views are worth on Facebook. 1.5 million made me about $100.
Ecco una cassetta medica. Cassetta medica, eccola qui.
So make sure you keep watching my stuff on Facebook, guys. That's going to be what saves everything. What a spawn. What a spawn. Jesus Christ, my guy. Thanks, Facebook. Yeah, man. Thanks, Facebook. I don't really want to stand here and have them keep spawning. I don't want to risk dying. I also don't want to just farm it. But it's weird to me they never fixed that. Like, are they still... Oh my god, man. Okay, I'm just going to move away.
Vuoi che ti sistemi quelle ferite?
I thought we were going to just crack through these. We've actually really struggled on this push here.
Darò un'occhiata alle tue ferite.
Window Curtains, welcome to the stream. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. You having a good day? I'm going to try and put a Facebook video on repeat. Got to get you to 60 million views. Thanks, man.
Ora curerò le tue ferite.
Oh, we're all very aware that all these social media platforms probably recognize once it's being gamed, right? We're like, wait, this reel has been played by the same guy 150 times. They'll just cut the analytics on that one. It's nice though, it all helps. It all helps. It's nice to get the exposure on different platforms.
Sei ferito? Ti rimetterò in sesto io.
How is he? Did he spawn in? Just want to say hello. Well, thanks, man. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. I appreciate it. Dude, are we not gonna... The damn spawn's there. Maybe we just can't get it up. Maybe. Maybe. We could assume that.
Assaltatore, teniamolo da.
Use some was if we play.
Forces remain.
They are still spawning there, dude! Where do you want me to go?
Sei ferito? Ti rimetterò in sesto io.
Oh my lord, bro.
Posso curarti?
Oh my god, you not just spawned in front of... Can we stop?
Le tue ferite, posso curarle. Ecco, cassetta medica.
What are we doing? Big fan from Beer 5 days, all the way from Ghana. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. I got a bone to pick with you, Mr. Ghana boy. Friggin' Africa, dude, is so hard for me on GeoGuessr. So difficult. So difficult on GeoGuessr to see relevant landmarks and things and indicators of which nation it is. So if you could, you know,
Posso curare quelle ferite.
if you personally could sort that out, that'd be great. Thanks. That'd be brilliant.
Cassetta medica.
Although, I don't actually find Africa a little bit easier than South America. I found South America very difficult on GeoGuessr. Any of you guys played GeoGuessr? I found South America to be very, very difficult.
Un soldato nemico. Là!
Really tough. And like Mexico and Peru, dude, they're like so far away geographically, and yet they look so similar. I saw it on the Xbox homepage, yes. The MW4 beta release date. You love GeoGuessr. It's cool. Emily and I have just been doing the free one a day thing on it for a week or two. Cool.
Là c'è una mitragliatrice nemica.
I love GeoGuessr, so put a paywall on it. Yeah, see, I didn't know a paywall had been added. So we went to start playing it a couple weeks ago and realized, yeah, for free we can only do the one game a day thing. It's a shame. Real shame. But yeah, it's fun. When did you start playing BF1? 2016. Thanks for tuning in. South America has the same style buildings, forage, etc. Yeah, really difficult. Really, really difficult. Like, I'm learning. I'm getting better at it, but South America is definitely my weakest continent on GeoGuessr.
Clear the sector from enemy presence.
I just used World Guesser. I have heard that there are some, like, knockoff ones that you can do. I've never really looked into them, though, but yeah, I've heard that. Why not BF6 new season? I can't be bothered. But welcome to the stream. How are you today? Thanks for tuning in. Can't have anything good for free. Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. Businesses need and want to make money. They want to make money out of their creations, etc. But I was definitely disappointed because I didn't know it had been paywalled.
Vuoi che ti curi?
Like, I'm not going to sit here and bemoan my lack of sustainable income doing this at this point and then begrudge businesses trying to make their money. But yeah, I definitely was disappointed because I thought it's still free and I'd never played it before. So yeah, I went to play it and I was like, oh, what? That's a shame. But yeah, it's great. Great game. Geoguessr and Worldguessr are just basically the same thing. That's cool. And do they have like a ranked mode and everything on that? I'm obsessed with ranked stuff. I'm nearly at master on TFT now, ranked, so I've actually almost achieved my my goal on it, which is cool. Just too competitive. Can't help it. Oh god. Yes, it did near drop the bombs. Tree Falls, welcome to the stream. How are you today, mate? Thanks for tuning in. You having a good one? Confused the jinkies out of me, bro.
We have taken objective apples.
Ho finito le munizioni. Ecco un fumogeno per il nemico. Cassetta medica. Rimettiti in sé.
Oh. Oh, what? How did he get there? About the riveting World Cup final. Yeah, dude, bit of a letdown. The World Cup was awesome, but yeah, the final was not great. Not great.
We have taken the sector.
Ecco qui, cassetta medica.
Argentina didn't exactly make it enjoyable viewing, let's be honest. All good, interesting. Thanks for watching today. I'll catch you whenever if you don't make it back. King of France is a banger. Dude, awesome game. Awesome game, not just because of the entertainment on show, but because of the way it was played. You know, no focus on fouling and winding people up and complaining or whatever. Just two teams having a go. Two teams attacking. Putting on a show. It was great. Really, really great. I just love playing Beerford and we're just talking GeoGuessr pay to win stuff. Dude, I actually very rarely talk about Battlefield now when I'm streaming Battlefield. We tend to talk about anything but Battlefield a lot of the time. That full? Ah, I'm in.
Attenzione! Ecco il fumogeno! Posso curare quelle ferite. Forza con la cassetta medica! Sei ferito? Ti rimetterò in sesto io.
No! Damn, there was another one.
50 of our soldiers remain.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, I think Argentina has a pretty disgraceful sporting fandom and sporting sporting culture. I think we've seen that. We saw that within the World Cup and we saw that in the rugby the other day against England as well. I personally don't think Argentina has much to be proud of in terms of sporting culture at the moment. We win. Let's go.
Yes, so
I'm going to call it quits, everybody. I'm going to call it quits. You can probably expect to see me on Friday. Not a guarantee, but probably. But then after that, I don't know. I don't know what the outlook's going to be. I said earlier, and I said on Monday rather, I'm considering maybe streaming my Teamfight Tactics PvE play when that comes out, or my early rank grind on that game, and just hang out with you guys that are interested in just hanging out with me, even if it's not me playing Battlefield or a shooter. I know it won't be popular. I know it probably will lose us subscribers, but I've got a lot more desire maybe to spend time doing that and just hang and put some more time into streaming doing that and see if that helps at all. I don't know. Probably won't, but maybe give it a go. But in terms of regular Battlefield streams, or semi-regular, I might ease up and just do it when I feel like it, or when there's a good opportunity, or, you know, something along those lines. Because I've given this a real go now through a really rough patch, and it's not getting better, it's only getting worse. And I am a full-grown adult, and I do have to look at actually making money again at some point. So things are the way they are. We'll see what happens. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subs. Thank you to Crumdrum and McGee for the donos. I appreciate those. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I can see you guys saying goodbye. So yeah, thank you for hanging out. Look after yourselves. That's about it. Subscribe if you haven't. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. And get goodbye. We've been great. Dame's got tiny hands. Love you very much. And what time is it? Oh, a new short comes out in like 20 minutes time on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Links in the description. I actually post everywhere whenever the short form stuff comes out. So if you're on any of those, feel free to follow. It's up to you. Thank you very much. Weird pause. I'll see you Friday or next week or whatever. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Sir, a donation has been received.
Thank you for the $2, McGee. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. An extra dono from McGee. Thank you very much. Take a breath and you'll be good. Yeah, I gotta pivot. I gotta work out the pivot now, right? I'll do it. Thank you. Appreciate it. See you soon.